We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no! You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
Alright. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp.
Alright, what is going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Big Toon, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a break from the gameplay, and we are going to be taking a look at Resident Evil. I do this after every time we complete a game. We will be reviewing it after. So this game was played on the Xbox Series X. You can also play this game on the PS5 via backwards compatibility for both consoles. You can play this on the Switch and the PC. I'm pretty sure it plays at 60 frames per second on all consoles. So what we're going to do in this review is, for the first part, we are going to look at the monster design, because Resident Evil is a really unique game in which that there are zombies in this game, but zombies aren't your only threat. So for this first part of the review, what we're going to be looking at is the monsters. Second part is going to be story, and lastly, we are probably I think it's gameplay is going to be the last and final part to look at. It's going to be, since this is the first review, it's not going to be like a really I'm going to try to make it as in-depth as I can, but let's get right into this review of
Resident Evil.
From encountering your first zombie to the final tyrant monster in Resident Evil, it seems to keep you on your toes with every enemy that they throw at you. Whilst yes, slow-moving zombies will be your normal enemy type that you face, the monsters in a horror game are what makes a game horror. While yes, slow-moving zombies are very... you could say nowadays they're not that scary. Back when this game first released, these were terrifying. Something that just walks around and its only goal to eat is terrifying. It's you know how terrifying a zombie is. But Resident Evil took it one step further by saying something that is dead, it might not actually be dead. With the introduction of Crimson Heads, a iconic Resident Evil monster, these things come back to life from dead zombies that you have not burned. And well, what can I say about these things? They're dangerous. Oh, with the monsters in Resident Evil being bioengineered weapons, there's a lot of room for creativity. Something as like the Hunter is a cross between human and reptile DNA injected with a T-virus, which causes massive muscle growth. These things are dangerous. Or something as vile as the Chimera, which honestly, I think they just dropped a fly into the DNA vat when they were making these things. And that's really only just scratching the tip of the monsters in Resident Evil. As this is the first game, the T-virus isn't really developed that, but as we get later into the games, there's some monstrosities that are in here. I mean, even in this game, there's a few monstrosities.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare.
When we begin our story, the B team of the STARS unit has already gone missing. The A team is now sent to the Arklay Mountains to go find them. When we get to the chopper that has been crashed down, there's no signs of the team, save for one member who has been mutilated by an unknown force. As the cutscene keeps playing on, we learn that dogs that are infected with the T-virus are the unfortunate cause of our teammates' demise. Only 3 members make it into the mansion. Those 3 members, excluding one member who stays no matter what, are on your choices. We will talk about the characters that are depending on who you choose right after this cutscene, because I feel like you guys need to watch the rest of this.
Chris, this way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
But before that cutscene, you're required to choose between 2 characters, Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. Both of these characters have certain strengths and weaknesses. For example, Chris Redfield can take more damage and starts with a lighter on hand, but during certain sections of the game, you require character assistance more than Jill does. Jill, on the other hand, is weaker and doesn't start with a lighter on hand, but the trade-off is she does not require that much assistance, and she can carry 2 more items. There are more differences between the characters, but I'm just highlighting these certain ones. And depending on who you choose, you are assisted by different characters. In Chris Redfield's story, you are assisted by Rebecca Chambers, which is the only surviving member of B Team, and Albert Wesker. We've already met Wesker. In Jill Valentine's story, it's a little bit different. The things that Rebecca needs to help Chris with in his story, Jill can do on her own, whether it is playing the Moonlight Sonata or it is making the V-Jolt to kill Plant 43. But that doesn't mean that Jill does not require assistance. She is assisted by Barry throughout the story, and unlike Chris, who requires Rebecca to help him, most of the things that Barry helps Jill with are optional, for say getting the shotgun early or the boss fight with Lisa Trevor. But we also have to make sure that Barry doesn't get pushed off. And each character can acquire a vast selection of guns. While there is one gun that is exclusive to each character's campaign, with Jill having the grenade launcher and Chris having the flamethrower, each character can acquire such weapons as the Magnum, the shotgun, and a gun that literally is a one-hit kill but only has 1 shot in it. While you are giving a wide variety of guns to deal with the monstrosities that this mansion throws at you, there are no guns that will help you with the puzzles. For some reason, the Spencer mansion is set up like a damn Rubik's Cube. So one room has a key that is somewhere else, while there is a room that has a picture that vaguely resembles something that you look at to do. This mansion makes no sense. The fact that the Moonlight Sonata opens, a secret door that requires a crest that you could have picked up at the beginning of the game, and you put that into there. But if you don't put that into there, you get locked in there, and that's how they killed the person who made the. It's just a lot of puzzles in this game, but that's what makes Resident Evil Resident Evil. You take a normal location and you make it into this very scary place. Resident Evil's level design makes the game as much as the enemies do. From walking around a mansion that looks like the people just up and vanished, to a graveyard that leads to a containment facility for something dangerous, the game never seems to have a dull area. Something as normal as the residents is hiding something sinister like the Aqua Ring, a place where T-virus infected sharks roam the waters. And the laboratory is somewhere that has tested their most dangerous subjects, such as the Tyrant and the Chimera. Resident Evil is an experience like no other. Every time you solve a puzzle, you feel a sense of accomplishment because these puzzles are hard sometimes. You'll find something that won't be used till much later in the game, and once you figure out, maybe this thing I got here goes here, and it does, you are like, damn, I'm smart. It's a good feeling. And this game is usually, it's supposed to be a 6-hour game, but your first playthrough without knowing anything could easily be extended to 20 hours without looking at a guide. And from that, if you keep replaying it, I've seen people complete this game in under an hour. It's a phenomenal game, and I do recommend you go play it and do not skip it if you are looking to play the entire Resident Evil franchise. This one is available, like I said, on every major console right now. And if you do want to play the old version, I have no way of finding that. I know if you have the original copy and a PS, you could do it that way. If you have the original copy, you can try and emulate it. I really don't know about any of that, but anyways, that is going to wrap up the video here. I know it was kind of rough. This was my first review. I promise to you that the Resident Evil 2 Remake video review will be much more put together than this. This was a very rough one. Maybe even in the next one, I'll just put on the game and just put on the mic and just talk about it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next video that is coming out right after this one will be Resident Evil 2 Remake, along with a surprise game. Should I say here? Yeah, God of War. We are going to be starting the God of War franchise. The reason why I decided this was because my Xbox, actually the disk drive is damaged, so it's going to be like a week before I can even get recording Resident Evil 3, because as I am recording this review, I am done with Resident Evil 2 Remake. So it just kind of sucks, but I am starting God of War. I'm excited for that because I never got to get into this I never played 1, 2, 3, any of the games actually. So I'm very excited for that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Like, subscribe, and comment for more reviews and stuff. Like I said before, the next video is going to be Resident Evil 2 Remake, because I really need to start that. I need to get rid of these Resident Evil videos because I am out of space. I need to record God of War, and I'm kind of just burnt out on Resident Evil. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Peace out.